Jesus Christ. Is it 2025 and we're finally getting another Sin video? Sorry for the delay in videos, but hopefully we'll be back in it soon. But today I'm back on No Hesi, and they just recently added the realistic traffic, and I have been loving it. It is my favorite addition to No Hesi so far. I know they had this a while ago, but I'm glad they reopened it. It is a lot better than it was before, and I've been having tons of fun on it. But today I thought we were gonna do a little bit different of a video, and I thought I would make like kind of a tier list for all the No Hesi cars, so at least you guys can kind of get an idea of how each car handles, how each car feels, everything like that. So I'm going to go through all the free cars because unfortunately I'm broke and cannot afford the premium, but you know, it is what it is. So we're going to be going through all the free cars and just kind of ranking them in a tier list. So up first, there's that Lambo there, but up first we got the BMW M2 Comp, which I actually kind of really like this car. This car is pretty fun. It does fit through a lot too, which I really like. We got already somebody up our bum, and he is lost. He's gone. That's what's fun about the realistic traffic. I like how some cuts can only be taken at that moment. It makes it so much more fun and actually so much more skillful instead of just staying in between these two lanes like I used to do before. See, like that guy, he does not know what he's doing yet. Yeah, we got the Viper here doing the same thing. I think these guys need to go back to normal traffic. But this car is definitely pretty tight. Like, it can squeeze through a lot of things. I'll try to demonstrate that for you guys. I've played this car a little bit, and I definitely really like it compared to some of the other cars. But let's see if I can show you guys what I mean. I need to wait for a good cut to take. See, like, you can fit through kind of some nice tight spots. But as you can see with the realistic traffic, these cars, all the lanes kind of go at different speeds for the most part. Some of them change up their speeds. I've been brake checked multiple times by some of these cars. See here, I might, oh nope, I guess I don't have to use the shoulder. I was just gonna say I might use the shoulder there because it's taking a little too long, but we found our way out. I want to try to get a white line in for you guys so you can see how tight this car can squeeze through. I think I might be able to, not really a white line, but you see what I mean. It can kind of fit through a lot of things that other cars, definitely like that Hellcat, cannot. One thing that I don't like about this car too much is that its sound isn't the greatest. I mean, I've definitely heard some pretty nice sounds from some of these No Hesi cars. They do a really good job on the sound design, but I'm not too big of a fan on this car, I'm not gonna lie. I also suck at driving in third person in this, so I gotta go back to first. Alright, let's fit through all here. Oh yeah, see what I mean with this car? You can really fit through some things with this car. But to be fair, the sound design isn't even that bad too, because it is kind of a modest car. It's not one of those crazy tuned cars, but it has a modest sound that I actually really like. In that. Not in that. Alright, let's try to bug out a little bit here, see what this car can do. Oh, I tapped there. That was a nice line, though. I definitely could have had that. Oh, I can't have that, though. That's for sure. Oh, God. I do really like this car. Apart from the sound, it's not my favorite sound, but it does do the job, honestly. So for the M2 Comp, I think I'm going to put it at an A tier. I think it's a solid A car. It fits through a lot. The blinkers actually look really nice on it. I forgot to even check those out. The speed is all right. It handles pretty well, and it can fit through a lot. So I think it's a pretty solid A tier. All right, now we got a fun car. I forgot how long this video is going to take to record because of how long it takes to load up No Hesi servers, but this is honestly a really fun car. One of the fun things is that it's a wagon, of course, if you couldn't see already. But this is the BMW M3 CS F82. I forget if this is the F82, F81. But this car is a lot of fun. It's really fast. It handles like a champ. It sounds lovely. I mean, listen to those burbles. That someone crashed behind us. But this car sounds incredible. It can still fit through a lot, even though it's a wagon. I have definitely hit some nice lines with this. It is a big body, so you got to keep that in mind when you're doing some of these cuts. Its grip is definitely a little unrealistic, to say the least, but this car is fun as hell. We're in that. Oh, we got it. See what I mean, though? You still can fit through a good amount with this car. Even that I was able to fit through. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this car can fit through so much. Let's actually see how the turn signals look. Well, turn signals aren't that bad. They're definitely noticeable. There's a few cars in No Hesi where the turn signals are not too noticeable, which does kind of suck. But luckily this car is pretty nice turn signals and a nice sound. All right, let's try to bug out again. Yeah, the brakes are crazy on this car, Jesus. Alright, we could make that. So we can make a few white lines with this car. That too. Oh! I made that? That's crazy how I made that. Alright, well I guess I have to, I mean, is this car maybe S tier? I don't know if I could constitute this as S tier. If we're judging based on performance fully and like, if you're trying to get the best cuts ever, the tightest thing, like be ahead of the game, I wouldn't put this S tier. However, this car feels amazing. It handles great. Its braking is nuts. The turn signals are good. It sounds amazing. It's unique. It's a wagon. There's a lot of cool aspects of this car. I might have to put this car in S tier. The CS is quite crazy. Next up, I've actually not used this car yet on No Hesi, so I'm a little excited for this one because this car looks sick as hell. This is the M3 F80. It already has some burbles. I could hear that for sure. And I like how it has a carbon hood. I feel like that's a little different than a lot of these cars in No Hesi. I feel like I haven't seen that much. It is a four-door, so let's see. Oh, I heard that. Oh, it's manual too. Okay. I was not expecting it to be manual. I was trying to use the paddle shifters there. I do like this car already. The handling is incredibly smooth on this car. And I do, of course, like the induction noises. I mean, who doesn't? All right, this traffic needs to speed up a little bit here. Oh, yeah. Sounds kind of similar to the wagon we just did. Ooh. And of course it gets bonus points for being a manual. Oh yeah, the induction noise is beautiful. Let me get a hood cam so we can hear this induction really fast. Oh, gotta take the shoulder there. I was not gonna make that cut. Alright, so let's see what we can fit through in this car. Because the handling is definitely very nice. Let's see the squeezability in this one. That was actually a pretty tight cut. I love that crunch of the shifting. We can make that. We can make that, yep. Oh yeah, we can do definitely some nice cuts in this car. Oh, it's that Viper again. I want to try to follow somebody a little bit, see how it goes with this car. Oh, well, I guess I can't really follow him. Why did that downshift sound amazing? Yeah, I really like this car. It's not bad at all. I think I'm gonna give it a solid B tier. And it's only because I just feel like I can't fit through too much with this car. I feel like some of the other cars just fit through things better. Maybe that's because they have a little more torque or they aren't as long as this car. And I know some of you guys are already, you can't drive manual. You just can't drive manual, that's why. But I don't think you're going to be doing too many crazy things in this car. Although it looks sick, everything about this car aesthetically is pretty crazy. It's manual, it looks amazing, it sounds amazing. Can't go wrong with it if you're trying to just have some fun. All right, so now we got the blacked out, murdered out M340i, which I think this car has been in No Hesi lineup for a while now. I think it was in here since I last recorded. I think there's a few cars like that too. I think the Bimmerplug is still in here. I don't think I really used this car that much though over the year. I felt like the handling is not as it's not as sharp as I'd like it to be for No Hesi. It's definitely very smooth, which is great. But I guess maybe this car can fit through a lot, which is why people like it. So I guess let's give that a shot. The sound sounds pretty nice. Not fitting through that though. Actually, this car feels pretty, I don't want to say realistic, especially for No Hesi. I don't know, it feels a little more balanced, I guess, with the handling. And it's not too fast either. Oh my god, my CPU is cooking. I might have to let my CPU cool down after this car. Oh yeah, that was nice. Oh, I'm not fitting. I like how I always manage to do that. I'll hit some kind of nice cut, and then I'll just ruin it in like a split second. Oh yeah. Oh, aw. Alright, I need to let my CPU cool down, but let's give this car a rating. I do kind of like this car. It's not too bad at all. I love a lot of things about this car. It's very clean looking. It sounds amazing. I think I'll give it another B tier. It's not too bad. It's not up there either, I wouldn't say. Although I feel like a lot of people say otherwise. But for me personally, I think this is more of a B tier. Alright, so now we got a car I know has been in the lineup for a while. So this is the M4 Bimmerplug. This is actually the original car I got certified in before all the Type 500 certified. So it was much easier. But this car I loved back then. So I feel like I'll still probably love it. Let's give it a shot. I definitely haven't driven this car in a while, just because of all the newer cars that are available. But I remember being able to hit some nasty cuts with this car. It's a little squirrely for sure. Oh, there goes the Viper. Sorry, buddy. Alright, let's see if we can get this G off our tail. Oh, he's in that. You can hear that loud VQ in this tunnel. Oh, oh no, he crashed out there. Oh, that sucks. Oh yeah, there are definitely some bangs. The brakes are definitely not as good as some of the other cars. Oh yeah, like I fit through that was nice. We're still alive. Okay, he brake checked me right at the worst time. This car is solid though. I think I can give it a solid A tier. I feel like a lot of these cars I'm putting up are high on the tier list, but that's just, honestly, Hesi just does their cars right. They are definitely unrealistic. They have crazy amounts of grip, but they are fun cars, I gotta admit. I still think their sound design is some of the best, so whoever does their sound design is great at their job. They gotta be hired for a Assetto Evo. Alright, we got another fun car. This is the M5 E60. So we got a nice, oh god, we got a nice V10 in here. This car has definitely been in the lineup for some time, and I do remember liking this car, I feel like. Another plus is that it sounds incredible. Not a lot of BMWs that have a V10 packed inside of it. It is really grippy, this car. I think it's a 2-door too, right? Oh no, it is a 4-door. Let's see how the turn signals look. Oh, turn signals are beautiful. Can't go wrong with the turn signals like that. I don't love the tunnels and the realistic traffic. Brakes are phenomenal. Yeah, this car is insanely grippy. I gotta see how well it can squeeze through things. Definitely feels like it would be a tight car. Yeah, I mean, we could fit through that. We fit through that too. I do like this car a lot though. It handles pretty well, sounds great. It's a little unique with the V10 for a BMW. Oh god. I think I can give this car a solid B tier, I think. It's honestly not my favorite car, even though I feel like there's nothing wrong about it, just something feels off with the way it handles. I'll definitely give it a solid B. It's a nice car. Now we got the Hellcat. I know you guys can probably hear that supercharger whine already. I'm almost positive though, I hate this car. I feel like if I remember correctly, I only used this car a little bit and it would not fit through anything. It's a fat wide body and I just did not like the car that much, but maybe they changed it up a little bit, so it's possible that I'll like this car today, but I doubt it. Okay, maybe it can fit through things. That was actually pretty nice. Gotta love the supercharger whine on this car too. Yeah, maybe the Hellcat is better than I thought it was. This Hellcat is pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this Hellcat is clean. This thing drives nice. He's still with us. He's still with us. Oh god, he just took a big L there. Ah, he reset, I think. I feel like they updated a lot of their cars, so all their cars handle like beasts. White line. Oh yeah, it's clean. It's clean with it. Jesus Christ, this car. Yeah, this is a lot of fun, this car, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, well, I mean, this car, I definitely have to give, like, a nice... I don't even know. I guess I'll have to give it an A tier. I thought I was gonna give this car the lowest grade out of all of them. I thought this was gonna be, like, the D or the F tier, but this car is actually nice. Alright, well, it's another day. I didn't realize how long it really takes to load up every single No Hesi car, but we're back onto the Dodge Viper now, which is a really cool car. This is a manual car. It's thick here. And I have definitely used this car a pretty good amount. It is pretty fun to use. It's pretty fast. It sounds cool. It can fit through a lot. Its handling's nice. I feel like every No Hesi car nowadays is just made really well. It's the perfect mix between arcadey with realism. It's awesome. There's something about manual cars that just feels so nice in the setup. We got Max Verstappen on the shoulder here. There we go. Okay, yup. There we go. Gotta love that. Look at these guys. Jesus Christ. Gotta love No Hesi. It's like survival of the fittest. We just eliminated the bad guys. Oh god. Oh, never mind. I guess he's still here doing something. I definitely like this car better than, I forget which BMW that was, but whatever the manual BMW I used before was. I like this as a better manual car, I think. Yeah, see, it can fit through some nice things too. I like the sound of this car too. It has a little bit to build up before it gets pretty raspy. Oh geez, definitely sounds meaty, if that makes any sense. Turn signals look nice. Yeah, this car is nice though. I really like this car. It's got a mean look. It's a Viper. I mean, everybody loves Viper. But yeah, this is a nice car. It fits through a lot of things. I like the manual on it. It feels very clean. I think overall I'm gonna give this car a B tier. I feel like B is pretty nice for this car. I wouldn't consider it A tier yet, only because I feel like the handling could be a little more snappy and stuff for No Hesi, so you can fit through a lot more things. I would definitely recommend this car if you like to drive manual and No Hesi. This is a nice choice for manual. Alright, so we got another car that I have not actually used at all yet. Oh, I like the sound already. Love the sound already. It's the S2K, a 2006 S2K. Definitely sounds turboed. Definitely sounds like your local Civic, but I feel like that's cool for this game. Oh yeah, that old dash too. I love that dash. So another manual car, just like the Dodge, but this seems a lot slower than the Dodge. It definitely doesn't get up to speed that high or that fast, but honestly, I kind of like that sometimes. Oh yeah, this is definitely a slower car than most. But it is tiny, that's for sure. I feel like this thing's gonna be able to fit through a lot. Oh my god. Oh my god, this thing is tiny. Alright, well, this thing's definitely not a fast car. So if you like the really fast cars, I would say stay away from this car, but I am loving this car already. I feel like this car makes it a little more difficult to cut to. I feel like some of these cuts on the realistic traffic kind of need to be a little quick to make some of the cuts. The brakes are incredible for this car, but this is a fun car to use. I feel like I like this for maybe even leading a convoy, because everybody will be able to keep up with it, that's for sure. So if you make a cut that gets closed, they can catch up behind you. Let me see how the turn signals look. Alright, yeah, very JDM. Let's see, can we make top speed? Nope. Oh! We sadly don't get that. Yeah, it's just kind of banging off of it. You guys think we can hit a top speed here at the beginning? Let's see. 280, 290, 300, 306, 307, 308, 309, 310. Oh no! 310, 311. Oh god. 313, 314, 315. Okay, 315 is... Oh! Yeah, you can fit through so much with this car. If you want a really tight car, I'd say go for this one. I might even... I don't know, this car might be looking S tier for me. I was thinking A for the whole time, but now that I really think about it, I feel like this car might be an S tier. It's not like my favorite car to use, but there's so many aspects about it that make it really cool. and really unique. Like, like look at all the white lines I'm squeezing right here. All right, well, yeah, I like this. This car, I definitely think I'm gonna give an S tier. Just the fact that it's so small, it's not like a super fast car like every other car on No Hesi. It's very modest, and its sound is also different. Everybody's so used to the BMW with pops and bangs on this server. But yeah, this car is very unique. I really like it. A lot of you guys probably don't like this car, but this is actually the car that I drive in real life. This is the G37. I have used this car a lot in No Hesi. I love this car. One, because I drive it in real life, and two, because it's super souped up. You definitely have that VQ sound for sure, but this car is fast. It's a manual too. Sadly, mine is not. Like, the sound of this car is sweet. I love it. We're catching up on this Lambo here. Luckily that thing's so low so I can just see over it. I don't gotta use third person for that. Oh no, please don't! They definitely had a G37 before in the No Hesi lineup, which I loved before too. And I think it was a different model, or they did something different, because I remember there was the stars in the headliner. This one, it doesn't look like it has that, though. But I think the sound on this one's much better. I feel like I don't remember the sound design being this great on this car. Alright, well, I love this car. This car I use probably a pretty good amount when I'm playing No Hesi, just because of how fun it is. But I think I'm not gonna put this S tier, but I am gonna put this A tier. I think this is a good A tier. Yeah, there's just something about this sound of this car, man. Alright, well, we're back off the manual. We don't gotta use this anymore. But now we got the Lamborghini, which has a beautiful sounding V12. Let's give this car a shot. I don't think oh, it's a drop top too. I didn't even know that. I don't usually use the hypercars that No Hesi gives us. I honestly don't know why either. They sound amazing. Oh my god, the handling on this feels great. This thing sticks to the road. Doesn't look like you can do super sharp cuts, but it sticks to the ground, so you can really, like, jerk it, and it will not slide out at all. And honestly, for a Lambo, it doesn't seem that fast for this server. For No Hesi, it doesn't seem too fast. The sound is great on this car. I feel like you could hear, like, some of the inner mechanisms of the car, too. There is something about the V12 sound, though. It does fit through a nice amount too. This is also an unpopular opinion, maybe. I would never buy a convertible Lambo. If I'm getting like a hypercar, supercar, something like that, it's gonna be a hard top for sure. I feel like some of the cars now probably have hard top convertibles, but I still remember those Lamborghini Huracans that, oh god. Oh, guess I can't fit through that much. I still remember those Huracans that had the soft top convertible roof. I hated that so much. I thought it destroyed the look of the car. Brakes are nice on this car though. I feel like you can stop pretty short without it, like, you know, super jerking the car forward or braking a little too hard. The brakes are nice and moderate on this car, I should say. Jesus Christ, the sound of this car. Okay, yeah, that's sick. What is that noise, though? Okay, that I don't like. Whatever that noise is. I like the crackles and stuff, but not the... Yeah, this isn't my favorite car, to be honest. The sound is incredible. Gotta have some V12 sound in the No Hesi lineup. I think I might put this C tier. I don't think any No Hesi car can really get D tier, unless they really just butcher some of these cars. But this car, it does sound amazing. I mean... Yeah, but everything else about the car, I mean, the turn signals just do not work. The handling's okay, I just feel like you can't get much snappy kind of cuts with it. You gotta kind of draw out your cuts, not snap to them. But it's not my favorite. It really isn't. I think I'm gonna have to give this car a C tier. Alright, well we got another car I don't use too often. I think this is manual. Yup, it is manual. This is the Lotus Evora? GT430, I think it is. The Evora. Not too sure, honestly, on the name. I think it's the Evora, but you'll see it. So I've only used this car once before, and it was actually on their Nürburgring server, not even on their traffic server. And I did like the handling on the Nürburgring. Yeah, it definitely seems like pretty snappy. You can get some really nice cuts with this, I'm sure. It's not too fast either, which I do like. This thing seems pretty small. Oh yeah, this car can fit through a lot. I feel like it feels pretty similar to that S2000. This car I think is a little more snappy than the Honda, but they feel very similar, except the Honda's brakes are a lot better. Yeah, that was a tight squeeze, I feel like. Oh, what? I don't know how I fit through that. Oh. Yeah, but this car is great. I actually really like this car. I might make this car S tier just because of the fact that it can fit through so many things. Like, Jesus Christ, this car. Yeah, I love this car. I really do love this car. Like, brother. Like... Yeah, so this car is getting S tier. I didn't know how crazy good this car is. It's fitting through things. I would have been using this a lot more often. Yeah, so Lotus is getting an S tier. I love this car a lot. And its handling is really nice too. Alright, well don't worry, we're almost done. This is the GR Yaris. We have this car, and then also we have the Golf next. But I've used this car before. I really like this car in real life, actually. I've driven this car before. I feel like it's not that loud. Yeah, it definitely isn't that loud. I do like the pops on this car, though, that's for sure. Turn signals, I'm not too big of a fan of. They're a little tiny. But I guess what really matters is the speed and handling of this car. Yeah, this car is definitely pretty fast. And its handling... it's pretty directive. I feel like this is a small car, but I think it's a little wide. Yeah, it definitely is a wide car. It is tiny and compact, though. But I don't think it'll be able to squeeze through too much, but it can make tight cuts like that. Ooh, lost a little bit of traction there. Doesn't have the best traction on this car. Yeah, you can make some pretty tight things though. I guess I'm kind of wrong on that. Oh yeah, you could really kind of jiggle around with this car. I knew I was not gonna make that one. Yeah, I do like this car though. It is pretty fun. The handling's really nice on it too. You can be very unpredictable, I guess, with your cuts. All right, let's see if we can bug out with these guys. He's waiting for us. What a nice guy. He's keeping his space though. He's keeping his space. Got a nice convoy going. We'll catch up, we'll catch up. Oh no! Sorry, buddy. Better luck next time. I do like this Yaris. This Yaris does feel really nice. I feel like I'm not hitting every shift perfectly, though, because of the sound of this car. Why are these guys going so slow? Yep, that's why. The shoulder rider. But yeah, sometimes, especially when I'm cutting up with other people, like when I was with that yellow CS, I feel like I could not hear this car over the sound of the other car. But it's definitely not a bad car. I really like this car. I think I'll probably give it an A tier. But now we have one more car to do, and that's the Golf. So this car is our final car. My CPU, it looks like it's smoking right now, so that's probably a good thing that it's the final car. This car, I already like the sound. The sound is mean. Yeah, the sound, oh, I don't know about the sound on this car. It sounds a little odd. Yeah, like that there. I don't know why the car kind of like sounds muffled at the beginning. Doesn't feel like it'll be that bad though. We got a little convoy here too. Oh god, oh no. I did tell you my CPU was smoking. Alright, well let's try that again. I think we got somebody chasing us. Yeah, we got a white BMW. We got snow behind us. This car feels nice though. It's definitely very fast, but I hate that sound. That sound is not going to grow on me. It's fine once it gets out of the low RPM range, but I think it's like around 4,000, 5,000 RPMs. It does not sound good at all. We got the Lotus here. See ya, Lotus. Snow's coming up on the shoulder. He's back with us. Oh, he almost lost it there. I almost lost it there too, looking at him. He's dead. Looks like he's struggling back there. He's coming though. There he is. He's coming. Here he is. Ooh. Yeah, that, oh my god, every time I hear that sound, it sounds like the car is underwater. Oh, where'd he go? We lost him? We lost him on that? Oh, this car can fit through a lot though. I do like this car a lot, other than the sound, but that sound, I just can't listen to it driving this car. Sorry, Buster. Oh, he in that. Alright. Oh god, I didn't know there was a car there. Fat Wagon S was blocking it. Alright, well I really like this car again. I feel like every car on No Hesi's lineup is just, it drives so nicely. I think I'm gonna have to give this another A tier. Like, what is that though? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why is it accelerating? Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys use this tier list for your own No Hesi driving. And yeah, it's been Sin. Peace.